welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I'm going to do another look using the Hershey Milk Chocolate Palette, which I've already did a first impression, but first impressions aren't always the most reliable, and I'd rather give you more than less, and then you get something after you spent your money on it and not like it, you know? So these are still newer palettes, so I'd like to get my thoughts in order as quick as possible, but yet I have to work with them in order to, know. And of course, when you film every day, it's hard to use like different palettes all the time, you know what I mean? But anyway, although I probably could use a palette a day for a whole year and not double up, as sad as that sounds. But regardless of that, I have thoughts, and I'm glad I did it, because I think out of the two collections, the cookies and cream in my collection is very much different than what I already have. In saying that, there's very few palettes that I have that have a color story like that, and I like that. I have come to know that now, which makes me want to go back through a couple of other palettes, because I think I do have at least one that's kind of like that. So I'd like to go back through them and play with them and see what I really think of a blue look now. But with that aside, this palette, the milk chocolate, is just a neutral palette. I mean, what can you really say? Is it that much different than anything else in your collection? Is the highlighter? Is the lip stuff? It depends. And here's why. The lip combo, yes, that is different. And it's kind of growing on me. Although I don't wear browns often, I kind of like this tone. That's a plus for me. So that was worth it, because it's different and unique. The highlighters, here's the thing with their highlighters. You have got to, I mean, even though it is kind of sheared out, it's still there. It is still glittery. It still shows texture. You have to know that about Glamlite's highlighters. They're all like that, okay? You're going to see them beam from outer space. Some are more, they're none of them are natural. I don't really know how to say it. Some are less glittery than others, maybe, is the best way to put it. But with the color tones, I still prefer the cookie and cream one over the, well, they're calling that one a body highlighter. But that the body highlighter, the milk chocolate one, is different in my collection, so that's great. Okay, so now I'm 2 of 3. Now the palette. The palette, is beautiful. Okay, this is not an all-in-one palette for me, because I do not wear a glitter, or a gold, for my inner corner, and that's pretty much the only shade I could use for my inner corner, to be honest with you. And I'm not a fan of that. Now, I did use the body highlighter like I did the last time in my inner corner today. That works. That's great. Generally, if I do pull for this, I probably would pull for that, so it makes sense. But let's just get started so that I can talk, and that's why I'm not taking up 30 minutes of your time to explain this. So I am kind of using different shades somewhat in this palette. We're going to go in with number 7 first, which is this color. What I will say about this formula, and I don't know if they've changed it, I really don't, because I feel like the mattes in here are much more blendable than usual, but it could just be that they are in fact the same formula. It's just maybe these mattes are easier to formulate. Maybe the color story just relates to me more. I don't know. But I will say that I highly enjoy the mattes in both of these palettes, even this one. And I do like the range in here from warm tone to cool tone, from light to dark. Not light enough, but still, you know, that is what it is. And there's nothing wrong. Like, the palettes make sense with the theming and all that. But I would have to say, I would skip this palette. There's nothing wrong with the formula. It's all the metallics, it's all beautiful. It truly, truly is. It's just that it's not unique in my collection. You know, like neutral palettes. When I'm thinking of a neutral palette, this is not one I'm going to think of. Now, with that said, it kind of it's not going to be one that I think of like, I want to wear this palette, you know? That's not what I'm going to think of. But I will think of it when I think of a neutral palette because of it being Hershey's. So because of the theming, and that's the reason. And I don't necessarily think that that's a reason to purchase something. Now, if this palette could be worth it to you, though, if, say, you love Hershey bars, or you don't have very many neutral palettes in your collection and you want to try, you know, Glamlite, then that's a different story. But if you have multiple, you know, palettes in your collection and they range from colorful to neutral, this palette is nothing special other than it is a Hershey. And, you know, if you're trying to save money, you're not missing out. Does it create beautiful looks? Yes, of course it does. Does color pop? Yes, for the most part they do too. So it's not like it's something like totally new to the market, you know? So keep that in mind if you're really having to pick and choose what you get. I'm going to take that same shade and run it on the lower lash line here. I will say I'm kind of shocked more so that I do like, personally, the cookies and cream more than this, because I'm glad, because I almost thought that, man, this is going to be a waste of money in my, you know, for me, because I'm not going to like the blue, most likely. And I've got so many neutrals that I didn't need to purchase this, you know. But it turns out that that's not the case at all, and it worked out in my favor that I did need at least one, you know, which makes me happy. Now, do I regret purchasing either one of these? No, because the formula is good. The color story is good, you know what I mean? So it's not like it's a complete waste of money. Now we're going to go into number 9, which is this color here, which I did use this color actually in the previous video. And it builds up nicely. It gives you the depth you need, you know, if you're wanting to take it a little more softer than, say, the black brown in here, or even like it's not really black. It's darker than charcoal, but not black as black either, you know. Like, this palette is, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it is good, but if you're trying to save, that's where I'm coming from. If you're trying to save money, I would go for the cookies and cream over this one. If you're looking for something that's going to be different to your collection, that's still, you could get a neutral look with it. You could, because there's neutral colors in it. Where this one, you're kind of sticking to, you know, a brown theme no matter how you look at it. And if I had to actually say what to get out of this one, If you like the highlighter, that's fine. But honestly, I kind of think the lip kit is the standout in the milk chocolate, personally. That's just my personal opinion. And again, I do like the coloring of the cookie and cream lip kit better, but this one's, it's kind of working with me, y'all. I'm kind of, I don't know. It's just something different about a brown, and I don't wear it often, so, you know, it takes me a while to get my thoughts behind something when it's not a color I use often, you know. But I kind of am really enjoying the brown. And I think if you like brown, you're going to like it. I think that the lip liner, the lipstick, and the lip gloss all work well with one another. They all work well single. It just really depends on what you want to do. Do you want to fill your whole lip in with the lip liner? You could. You just want to wear the lipstick? You could. Lip gloss? You could. They all feel nice on the lips. They all work well. The formula's nice, so I think you would highly enjoy that particular thing. And again, know that this is just based on preference, okay? This is just a preference thing. The fact that based on what I have in my collection, what I would use on a daily basis, that sort of stuff. What I'm comfortable with. But then again, I kind of could see this palette being a palette you could take on vacation, because it's semi-affordable, depending on how you look at it. And you'll have a neutral look, you know. It's compact, easy to store. So I really, you know, I think it's really up to you. I'm just giving you the information and the differences that I personally see. Because, you know, let's get real, launches are coming left and right, and we can't buy it all. And Glamlite has been launching a lot, to be honest. But I will say that I do like this collection probably more than the last couple collection they've launched. And again, not because of formula, just preference. Because I do think that they have a pretty good formula. And Lord knows they nail the collab, the packaging and all that. But packaging is only going to get you so far, you know? If you're not going to use it, what's the point? Unless you're just going to sit up on your shelf for, you know, viewing purposes. Which I can understand if that's your thing. And it kind of is mine too, but I also like to use my stuff. Alright, then the next shade we're going to go into is number 11. And it's like a taupey brown, almost like a gold, maybe silver. Like it's different. It really is. But it's this one right here. And it is very beautiful. It truly, the metallics in this palette are beautiful if you like the color of them. But we're going to put this on the lid, and we're going to be careful with it because you will get fallout. You do not want to mess with these metallics unless you're going to spray them. Glitter glue, use a finger. Like, you want to lay them on by patting and not having to manipulate them much, or you'll get the lovely glitter fallout. And again, I believe I said it in another video, if you use a brush and you do get fallout, it is easy for the most part, as long as there's not a lot of fallout, to wipe away. But if you don't spray and you don't use a glitter glue, when you're done with the look and the blend, if you take the warmth of your finger and just pat it in, it'll lock it in. At least with these metallic shades it will. Which I have so enjoyed. Because, I mean, come on, this is a pretty color. And I guess that's kind of a unique color to my collection, maybe. I can say I don't grab for this color, so if it is in my collection in palettes, I don't grab for it often. But given the choices in this palette, I went for it, and I think it turned out really pretty. All in all, so that was nice. Fallout, yeah, I didn't get much. Like I said, I got a little bit. I won't deny that, but not much. And it brushes away fairly easy. Then I took my little rougher liner brush, and we're going to go into number 12, this black brown. And I'm going to line the top lash line and bottom lash line with it. Ooh, that is dark. I'll definitely have to blend that out a little bit. But there's pigment to these shadows. Just make sure you know that. I should have really knocked that off, I think. I didn't realize. How much got picked up there. That lash line's going to be really dark. But, anyway. I used the Tarte Fake Awake in my waterline. But I mean, these are good colors to definitely line with. Like if you line with shadow because liner scares you or something. They are pigmented, but yet if you went in with a soft tan, you could build it. And they blend. You can blend them out if need be, which is amazing. But they are really good at lining. Okay, so now we're going to go back into that shade I used for the bottom lash line, that first shade, to try to blend that darker shade out a little bit, because that went on a little bit too dark. My mistake. For sure, but nonetheless, too dark, too dark. And like I said, it sucks when you create a look that you like. Like, I really do like this look. I really, really do. And it's beautiful. And then you have to go, but if I was you, do you need it? Type of thing, you know? And it's like, you don't. But that doesn't take away the fact that it is beautiful. Now I'm going to go into the highlighter, and I'm just going to pick up that shade right there and just pop it right on the inner corner there. And I'm just patting it on, because if you don't, you will get glitter everywhere. So you really do just want to pat it on and then maybe manipulate it for a minute or two, but you're not going to have long at all before glitter just starts going all down your face. Unless you spray it, of course. Okay. And then for the top lash line, I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. And then for the bottom lash line, I actually tried something different. Because I've heard people talking about putting brown down there, but black on the top. So I decided to grab my Too Faced Better Than Sex, the Better Than Chocolate one. Oh shit, I've got a hair. And I put it on the bottom lash line to see the difference between the black and the brown. There is a little bit of a difference in the way the look comes out overall, but I think it's just a preference thing altogether, to be honest, and it's whatever you like. Okay. And then the Better Than Sex on the bottom. And I do kind of like it, to be honest. I didn't think I would like it. Like, to be honest, I didn't think I'd like the brown on the bottom with the black on the top. But I kind of do. Even if it's just like, maybe not like an everyday thing, but just like to change it up every now and then type of different thing. I do think it looks nice. And for that, I think I would try it again, to be honest. I tell you what, my hair is just really wanting to get in my way today with my mascara. Take that out. I had to clean up a couple of spots. But that's the final look using the Hershey Kisses, the Hershey Bar Milk Chocolate Palette. What do you think? Like, do you think that it is something like you ain't got in your collection that's... I don't want to say that's not worth it, because I do think it's worth it. Like, the price, the quality, all that's worth it. But it's more like, is it a necessity? Do you think it's a necessity in your collection? Let's put it like that. But I won't lie, it does create a beautiful look. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't take that away. It's beautiful. But let me know. Did you get it? Either one. Ooh, sorry. Did you enjoy them? Did you not enjoy them? Did you have to pick and choose out of the collection? Did you get the full collection? Let me know what you think, because I'm curious. Because it is pretty. It's quite frankly a stunning look. And this is not a look that I wear every day. So that's even more making me think about it. But let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful in some way, shape, or form. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I do upload every day but Sunday. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.